any of the like grid down stuff that we talk about. Like there's home invasions that go on every day in the
Yeah.
US. Somewhere there's probably one happening now, all over the world. um, when I started studying this stuff seriously was when I started going down to Belize on mission trips, and like it's on a big coke route, and they were still bringing stuff over on foot where they'd have people mule out their stuff. I mean, there were daily murders
Mhm.
on that. And I was like, all I need is to be the little American kid running around here with more money in my shoes than a lot of these people have, like parked out in front of their house. And, somebody to be like, what? I'm really tired of carrying coke for El Jefe. Maybe I'll just kidnap this guy and like send little pieces of it back to his mom until she sends me a nice little care package, and I'll just retire. You know, so
Yeah, that's a great point because I think Americans are blinded by how relatively safe it is in the United States, where most other countries, kidnapping is a business. Just
yeah,
like in the old days when the mafia was running numbers and prostitution. The heyday, the Godfather movies, Goodfellas. I mean, it's
I
even
grew up
more
in
so.
Colombia in the 80s.
Oh, okay. So Pablo, from the Colombian community's perspective, it's kind of like a way of life, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, there's a really good book. I'll have to find the name and the author. I forget, but it's about um, someone who worked in intelligence from the U.S. interviewing people and working with the government and the authorities to try to deal with the situation back then at those times. And they describe very well what was happening, who was fighting with whom, and all that stuff. But I do remember a lot of people being kidnapped. Um, there were unofficial curfews. Like the government or the police wouldn't say, "Hey, there's a curfew," but you know that today after 8 p.m. nobody's going out because something might happen. Um, so yeah, fortunately, I didn't actually have to deal with it personally, and I didn't know anybody that was in that particular situation. But you did hear a lot about it. It's like, hey, so and so got kidnapped because they're the executive for such and such company, so they can pay the ransom. And down there, the Second Amendment, there's no Second Amendment basically. If you can manage to get a permit for a gun, like you have to be very well connected.